hello everyone. Welcome back to what is going on with my freaking background. Welcome back to the show. I'm your charming self-proclaimed and stuff is still broken host Mukluk, and today we are going to fix this freaking camera again. Hang on just a second here. All right, I got the settings open. Hang on. Is that, hold on. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, and still haunted host, Mukluk. And today, after we fix this camera, is Guild Wars Tuesday. We're going to enjoy some Guild Wars 2, and then after that, we're going to do a giveaway. And then after that, I love how it makes my teeth black. And then after that, we're going to do the monthly Q&A for last month, because it's July 1st now. Better? Hang on. A little bit of crackling over here, but it's much better around here. This is terrible. There's nothing that can be done about this. All right. I think that's good. I think that's good. I'll leave that setting. Do the blue steel. Ooh. There we go. Go into privacy section, talk off the live chat. Okay, where's it? All right, so we just started the stream, and everything's already breaking. Not really, but for some reason, everyone in the YouTube chat has crowns. So there's a bunch of kings and queens over here, and they all hate it, and they're like, what is this? I don't like change, and I don't know why this is happening. So apparently YouTube just did a new feature where whoever chats or gives Muck the most money gets the biggest crown. So you're all incentivized to just swipe your credit card across the monitor. How do I turn this off? What the hell is this? Hang on a second. Let's see. Click on this thing. What do we do here? Click on this. What is the leaderboard? Learn more or turn off in the help center. Okay, open help center. Let's see. How the leaderboard works. Opting out of the leaderboard. Well, that's for individuals. How do I turn it off on my side? Let me see. How do I just disable the leaderboard? Yeah, so I see how to have an individual opt out of the leaderboard. I don't see how to turn it off on my channel. Let's see. Modern activities of participation. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah. Hype for the bits train, bits for the bits thrown. Thank you, Virtue of Sin. Let's see. How to disable leaderboard on YouTube live stream. Navigate to YouTube settings, find the live chat section, and toggle off leaderboard participation. This will remove your channel from the leaderboard rankings and prevent you from receiving points in the future. What? Leaderboard rankings? What? Are you guys competing against other streams? What are you doing? Hang on.
Hype for the hype train. Bits for the bits thrown.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to do this right now. Flashbang! Sign into your YouTube account. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be private. Hang on. Sign into your YouTube account. Go to your profile. Cheeseburger. Wait, what? Go to set. Okay, I don't know if this is YouTube main thing or studio. Navigate to the live chat section. Yeah, there's not a live chat section here. This is for an individual. Now this Twitch channel points crap on YouTube. That sucks. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, I very quickly found how to disable the leaderboard. 360, oh my god. How to disable the leaderboard as an individual? Like how to, like one of you can like opt out of being on a leaderboard? Let's see. PSA, you can turn off community leaderboards in your individual YouTube settings. Where is it? So leaderboard shows super chats the most, also tracks who normal chats the most. Original tweets. Settings, live chat. Yeah, when I go to settings, I don't have a live chat section. Is it maybe live chat's a subsection under channel? Let's see. Hold on. Third-party tracking, clips, advertisements, automatic captions, Google Ads, channel insights. Is your channel for kids? No. Upload default accurate permissions. Any spooky games soon? Oh my god. My kid wants me to play the new Five Nights at Freddy's game that's about the Mimic, and I told him maybe in October, because that's just a couple months away. Added way to turn off on PC. Settings for chance. This work on use own channel participant, other chance. The streamer can't even turn it off for their own stream. Every viewer has to opt out. What? Are the streamers turning it on, or does it just magically appear? Let's see. This is absolutely a feature YouTube is testing. Try to be more like Twitch. Blah 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 blah. It's not even Twitch. It's not even how Twitch does it. It's worse than Twitch. True. It is like clogging up the chat a little bit. Ranking super chats. I found a Reddit post that it just says competitive simping. That's not what I was looking for, but it gave me a chuckle. Okay. Yeah, alright. There's nothing more I can do about this. Yeah, alright. We'll keep an eye on this. If I find a way, if any of you find a way to turn it off, let me know. So far, all I have found is ways for individuals to opt out of it, not ways for channels to turn it off. But I do see lots of other people complaining about it too. Twitch doesn't even have the crowns, no. Now, Twitch has... Hang on, let me... So, like, here's Twitch chat. So, Twitch has, like, sub badge, and you can turn this off or on. You can choose if you display this. And then there's, like, optional badges here. Like, Noda has a Prime thing, Plag has Twitch Recap 2024, whatever. Wait, who in the what now? Eternally coherent. Yes. Yes. Alright. And now Twitch is giving me pop-ups. What is this? See all of your events in one place by adding select crowd controls, stream elements, Streamlabs, and Throne events to your feed. No. Share your progress towards meeting plus program requirements of your community as a goal. What? Oh, that's like if you've got like a little, like, help me pay my rent or something on the stream. No. My rent's good this month. I'm fine. Okay. Something about that Crisp High 5 and Shiny Nickel. Rujani, where do I find said build for auramancy that you want me to look up? Let's see. By the way, a little bit of news. What's up? Guild Wars 2 news. What do we got? Is this today? Hold on. Does the start mode work on this page? Yeah, yes it does. I could flashbang you, but I won't. What do we got? 6/24/25 hotfixes. Posted 1 hour ago. This could be phrased better. Elementalist Frozen Ground increased cooldown from 25 to 30 seconds of PvP. Tempest, Elemental Bastion, reduced the healing power scaling from 0.7 to 0.6 PvP. Mesmer Dune Cloak, reduced the cooldown reduction from 3 seconds to do PvE. Phantom Pain, reduced the condition damage increase from 6.25 to 5 in PvE. Split Surge, secondary beams from the skill no longer deal damage to enemies between the user and the target. Necromancer, Alchemic Vigor, reduced healing per second from 13 to 10 in PvP. Transfusion, reduced base healing from 404 to 280, reduced vigor duration from 4 seconds to 2, oh my gosh, my vigor uptime, and reduced Chillblade's healing from 1300 to 800 in PvP.
Thanks for the late night response the other day when I random saw you log on and had a question.
You're very welcome. I don't even remember what I responded to, but I try to answer questions when I see them. You're welcome. Thank you for the sub. But subs, everyone who just subbed. Ranger, Bumble from the Juvenile Gen Theory B, reduced knockdown from 3 seconds to 2 in PvP. Yeah, the other day when they patched this, they only reduced the duration of the Soul Beast merged Bumble. And now it's also when you're not merged with the B Bumble. Bumble on Soul Beast no longer evades. Griffin's Stance increased the cooldown from 25 seconds to 30 in PvP. Spiritual Reprieve, reduced base healing from 3,600 to 2,400. What? 1,200 reduced base healing? Fuck you. Relic of the Bloodstone, reduced the damage coefficient from 5.0 to 3.0 and reduced the damage multiplier from 15% to 10% in PvE. I don't know what that relic does. Relic of the Bloodstone. Relic. Is it in this one? Bloodstone. Gain Bloodstone volatility when you successfully combo a field with a blast finisher. Blasting at the stack threshold triggers an explosion, granting increased damage. Okay. Alright. It was insane for the Flame Wizard. The Flame Wizard. Mirage had a 53k bench and Catalyst had 49k bench with the Relic, so they're not up there anymore. Ha! Nice. Oh wait, was it the one that gave plus 10% stats and doing things? Relic of the Bloodstone was insane for Flame Wizard. Catalyst camping fire with Bloodstone Relic was so good. Mug, if you use the Snowcrow's auramancer build, I'd recommend the Arcane variant with Unification Relic. I try. Let's see, Snowcrow's has it. Okay, hang on. Let's see, Snowcrows. Okay. So, for those that weren't here this morning, I learned how to play a Lack Vindicator. It's kind of amusing, it's alright. Not a new favorite, but it was absolutely functional. We cleared all the strikes. So I guess next up, because I'm told that there's a Crisp High 5 and a nickel, Rujani. I'm not forgetting about that nickel. Crisp High 5 and a nickel if I try Auramancy Healing and give my thoughts on it. Now, of course, I don't know how to play that, so I gotta find the build. Looking for it. Heal a Lack Tempest Staff. Jeez, oh my god, there's so many... Dude, okay. There's so many builds. Alright, hold on. Control F, Tempest. Alright, Power Tempest, Scepter Dagger. Wait, it doesn't highlight all of them? Oh my god. So I just started using Firefox yesterday, and so far I've found like 3 things I really don't like about it. Like when I do Control F on Chrome, all of the things get highlighted. I might go back. Condilac, Tempest, Sword Dagger. Staff, I don't know if that's Auramancy. Celestial Alacrity Tempest. Does it say Auramancy in the title? What? Oh my god. Control F Aura. There's no aura on this page. Elementalists have no aura. Alright, yo, I need help. Rujani, which of these is it? There's too many. It's the Dagger Warhorn build. Heal a Lack Tempest, Dagger Warhorn. Okay. Thank you. Alright, where's the aura? Powerful aura. Any aura you grant. Alright, yeah, this is probably it. Okay. Let's see. I've used Upper GX, so I heard a lot of complaints about it, so I don't know if I should recommend it. Let's see. Garriers. Yes, Givers and Harriers. Garriers. Please use Gary stats. Transference, Paralyzation, Caracosa. Garrier's gear. And someone said use the Arcane variant? Hold on, where's the Arcane variant? This is not Arcane. Let's see. The Heal Staff Tempest also works as well for Auramancy. I do like Staff more than Warhorn, I will say. This one has Arcane. That might be the Arcane variant. My funny with the Bints went unnoticed. What's up, Nog? Hang on. Nog said, if I gave you a nickel for every time you liked an Ellie bill, it'd be 2 nickels. Not much, but weird that it happened twice. And he included 10 cents. I don't know. Have I ever liked an Ellie build? I don't remember ever liking an Ellie build. Let's see.
Woo, 28 months. Why did I decide to take linear algebra over the summer 16 weeks in 8? My brain hurts, muck help.
For a second, I thought he said Lorenity algebra, because the way that the guy was talking. I don't know why you did that. Sorry about that. Heal Tempest and Quick Kata. You think I liked Quick Kata? Oh my god, dude. No, that thing was an abortion of a build. No, and I don't use that word often. No. I heard it's better now. When I played it, that was one of the worst things I had ever seen in this game. No. Like, I'm not sure what's worse. That or the Spectre that constantly stealthed and turned your allies' attacks off. Like, that was... Ugh, Mug, you might want to mention that Extended Edition of Janther Wilds is on sale for BLTC. Less than 2,200 gems gets you character slot, permanent gathering tools, and volatile leather glyph. You heard the man, chat. The new Quick Kata, not the original. Yeah, I don't know if I tried new Quick Kata. Okay. Let's see. Aftershock, Eye of the Storm, Signet Water, Renewal, Lightning, Hurricane Wave. Alright, so is this the one... Wait, what?
This weird nickel I found has the wrong president on it, I think.
With $5. Thank you, Rajani. Okay, so assuming this is the build, and I can do it with dagger, warhorn, or staff. And I will say I'm more of a staff enjoyer when it comes to elementalist skill sets than I am dagger, warhorn. So I'm thinking that one. You know, another thing I really dislike that I'm working on. So Firefox, right? You see the tabs at the top? It does this crap. On Chrome, if I have 20 tabs open, it just shrinks the tab a little bit, but you could still click on any of them at a glance. Here, I have to scroll back and forth. It's freaking terrible. So I'm looking into, like, extensions to navigate that. Necronerf to PvP. Yeah, you know what you did. The staff build on Snowcrows also uses Aura Share from what I'm looking at. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yes, this might be it. Monitor issue, get a bigger monitor. Click the downloads arrow next to the search bar on Firefox. Wait, what? Click the downloads arrow next to the search bar. Huh? The downwards arrow. All right, hold on a sec. You're talking about this thing? Yeah, so this thing lets you, it's still an extra click. My point, okay, look, I could scroll left or right and then click, or I could click a down arrow, find what I want, and then click. On Chrome, it was just click. On Chrome, it's just one click. Either way, this is inflating the number of things. So yes, you're right, that is an option. In my opinion, it's still a downgrade. Firefox might be terrible, but Chrome is just trash. For the way I'm used to using it, this has so far just been downgrades in a few different ways. I will say the only thing that might be good, hang on a sec. No! Release me. Oh my gosh. I have a blankie in my lap because I'm chilly and it got caught in the wheel of my chair. My chair started eating my blankie. Okay. Use Brave. Haven't tried that. I admit I haven't tried that. Anyway. All right. Search literally has the highlight all checkbox too. Does it? Where is it? Hold on. Control F. Where is it? Wait, where's the search box go? Wait, what? Hang on. I'm hitting Control F and it's just like bouncing all over the place. It's not opening like a little search box. What? Oh, it's like down here at the okay, it's right here. It's at the bottom of the page. It was off the monitor. What? Highlight all. Okay, cool. Well, that's one issue. Thanks. I'm used to the search box appearing at the top right. Yes, today on stream, how to use Firefox. Monk is a big streamer. He's got all the RAM, so Chrome hogging it wasn't a problem. Hey, Daisuke, thank you. Moxie just put out a Heelbinger guide. Oh yeah, she was really proud of a few memes that she made for that video. She sent them to me. I laughed. Hang on a second. Let's see. Pull up Noxxi. Here we go. Here we go. Playing Heelbinger. Credit to Noxxi's Twitter. This is the kind of stuff she's been making today. She swears she still edits my videos, but she's been just churning these out today. Oh my gosh. Should we watch it? Hang on a sec. Let me see. Where is Noxxi's YouTube? I'm sure it's family friendly, right? Okay. Hold on a sec. What do we got here? Let's see. Oh my god. It's 24 minutes!
Doctor, are you sure this will work? I have no idea!
Hello everybody.
My name is Markiplier.
So, welcome to Harbinger. Yes.
Now I know what she's not getting any work done.
It also sounds kind of funny, and I called it Harbinger instead of Hail Harbinger because it sounds weird to say. But this is the build. I've been playing it for the past days, for quite a lot now, in all the strikes as well. Well, mostly because that's all what I had time for recently. So I haven't tested it really in fractals and obviously no CMs and such. But because of how strikes go, it is also absolutely viable in most raids, I would say.
Okay, so I'm gonna link this in the chat if any of you want to play Heelbinger. Widescreen. Noxxi always uploads stuff in like ultra wide resolution. Not saying that's a good or a bad thing, it's just a fact. Alright. Let's see. Where is... There we go. This is Sprinkler Muck. Let's see. Elementalist. The correct resolution. I will die on my hill that is 1920 by 1080. Alright, put on the wizard hat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna play a wizard. Log on to Harry Potter here. Hang on. Nyeh. This character has not left the Aerodrome since the last time someone made me try an Ellie build. Which was some kind of catalyst, it looks like. Wait. Is it? Elemental Celerity. I don't know. Deploy. Oh yeah, Jade Sphere. Yeah, it was a kata. To be fair, Auramancer is one of the best and most fluid Tempest builds. It's so good. I'll be the judge of that. 5 minutes from now, I'm like, this is the worst build I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Alright, let's see. Here we go. First of all, Steek. And unequip those stuff. Alright. Second, Rune of the Monk. Harrier's Armor. Har. And Monk. There we go. Okay. Steek is Harrier, Transference, and Paralyzation. Har. Transference. And Paris. Alright. This stuff is mostly Harriers. And then there's apparently 2 exceptions. You need an orange scarf. What, like in real life? Magi's Rings. Let's see. Magi. And no, don't check the all box. Magi. Alright. Okay. Relic of Caracosa. Karak. Heal other allies when successfully comboing a field with a blast finisher. Alright. And what is a elemental-ish looking staff here? I don't want to have the rainbow puke all over my screen while I'm testing this. It's distracting. That's kind of neat. That's a long stick. Yo, is that a flame waker? Or are you just happy to see me? Good lord. All right. What do we got? Okay, the build. Let's see. Arcane, Aqua, and Tempest. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Wash the pain away. Some Bernie hump thing. And Glyph of Elementals. And then we got 2 flex slots. Alright, here are the most common utilities you'll be using. Let's see. Aftershock for Aegis. Eye of the Storm for stability. Always stability. Eye of the Storm. Look at this. 1 stack of stability every 30 seconds. Necromancer's staff with transfusion now does like, what is it, like 3 stability every 16 seconds? Like, god dang! Muck, why all the outrageous colors? That's just Elementalist, man. That's just a very multicolored class. Let's see. Staff 3/3. What? On Earth. Oh, you're talking about the transmute. Yeah. That's assuming that Earth is available to go to. But yeah. Yeah, because isn't it like when you leave an element? Yeah, there's 8 seconds before you can go back into it. Signet of Water for 1200 range burst heal and condition cleanse. I mean, if you got yourself in trouble friggin' 1200 feet away, then, you know, you got yourself in a bad spot, as that fire marshal in California said. You know, that's on you. That's between you and God at that point. If you're that far away and you're in trouble, like, man, that's between you and God. Alright, damage, healing, and reviving allies in the area. Wait, it revives? Wait, it does 5% of a revive? What? Huh. Glyph of Renewal for ranged revives. I do love my ranged revives when possible. Conjure Frostbow or Arcane Weave for additional break bar damage. Value changes per element. The value changes per element? Hang on. Nope, it's still 5%. Still 5%. Still 5%. Glyph of Renewal does something different for... Oh yeah, no, Glyph of... the reviving one I know. It's like, fire revives you and them if you're about to die. Water is like, it heals them, I think, to full. Air will teleport them to you. And Earth will get 3 targets. Earth is fat. It's real thick. Alright, the arcane trait line can be swapped out for Earth or Air for an overview of their advantages. Nope, I'm learning one at a time. This build relies on 180 distance radius might from overload fire. As such, we strongly advise using the Dagger Warhorn variant on moving bosses, while tanking or while the party has to spread out a lot. No, this will be fun. I like the stick. Rotation concept. Alternate between overload fire and water for might, alacrity, regen, vigor, and a good chunk of protection. Alright, let's pause there. What's the opener? Rotation. Wait, earth and then eruption? Hold on a sec. So, whee! Alright, so there's a lot of fire. And then earth is 2. Why 2? And then water. Oh, wait, no. I already did it wrong. Ha 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 ha. Bubbles! And then windborne speed. That's the 4. Alright, so we're using that just to keep swiftness on the party.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
Earth 2 is a blast finisher? Yeah, but we're not in a field at that point. Water, sapphire. Because, like, we're starting... It says rotation. Start with overload fire. And then it says go earth and do eruption. Oh, I guess there's, like, a persistent field that stays for a few more seconds. Okay, that's why. I understand now. And then we go air, and then we fart, and then we go water and do... What is this? Ice spike. Alright, wow, that has 6 weeks shipping, doesn't it? Overload water, ice spike, frozen ground. And that's frost aura. Okay. Do whatever you want for up to 9 seconds. If you realize you were slowed down or want to stack a margin on your boon, spend less time here. And then earth eruption. Earth eruption again. And then fire lava font. And then we're back to the beginning, which is overload fire. Okay. All your overloads are fields, if I recall correctly. Yeah. The last time I played Tempest, I had to overload Earth quite a bit to keep Prot up. Is that no longer a thing? Time to keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. Okay. Alright, let's look at our talents. Let's take this bit by bit. So arcane prowess, gain boons when you switch attunements. Alright. Swapping attunements restores health. Grant a boon to nearby allies when changing attunements. Okay, so there is some boons going out just by swapping through these. Alright. Arcane resurrection. Cast Geyser when you begin reviving a downed ally. Geyser now partially revives downed allies. When you begin reviving an ally, you gain the aura based on your attunement. And Geyser is the 3 button on Water Steak. Gain concentration, and your attunements gain reduced recharge. Cast a skill when you dodge based on your attunement. Water Soothing Mist. Yep, that's great. Gain regen and Frost Aura when you use a healing skill. Heal nearby allies when attuning to water. Remove conditions from nearby allies when attuning to water. Increase healing to other allies. Water weapon skills gain reduced recharge. Any aura you grant yourself is granted to nearby allies. Unleash your flames, granting might to... oh, that's just overloads. Overloads grant an aura based on your attunement. And so fire, frost... Okay. Alright. And auras you grant are also regeneration... Wait, auras you grant also grant regen and vigor. Okay. Overloads grant protection to nearby allies. Protection gains increased damage reduction. Okay. Heal allies you grant an aura to. Gain Frost Aura to nearby allies when struck while below 75% health. 30-second ICD on that. I get hit good. Okay. Alright. Scrolling down. Let's see. Hang on. Alternate between Overload Fire and Water for Might, Alacrity, Regen, and Vigor, and a good chunk of protection. In between the overloads, you want to dip into Air Attunement for Windborne Speed to upkeep Swiftness. Cast Feel the Burn off cooldown, and use Eruption and Ice Spike to blast Overload Fire and Lava Font for Might and Fury. Since blasting requires you to go Earth Attunement, you'll simultaneously be providing most of your protection due to Elemental Attunement. Let's see, Feel the Burn is a shout. Heat waves blast out from the player, causing damage granting Fire Aura to allies. Okay. This dumb question. Do auras stack? Like, if I give someone a fire aura and then a water aura, do they have both for a time period? Or does one override another? They do stack. Okay. Literally not something I've ever needed to research before. Okay, add boons, utility, quickness on self. Okay. And spawn, average, spawn. Alright. Feel the burn off cooldown and use Eruption and Ice Spike to blast Overload Fire and Lava Font for Might and Earth. Since blasting requires you to go into Earth Attunement. Okay. Alright. Your main sustain comes from combination of Soothing Mist and Regen. Together, these sources provide 850 per second healing for each of your party members. Soothing Mist can be provided when you enter Water Attunement. This effect is applied every 3 seconds while in water and lingers for 10. You can provide regen and healing by sharing auras to trigger Invigorating Torrents and Elemental Bastion. Water Blast can provide some additional healing around your target while you're chilling in Water Attunement. Burst Healing. Glyph of Elementals Crashing Waves is a massive heal on a low cooldown. Note that the heal will happen around yourself and does not have a cast time, which means you can cast it during any other skill without interrupting them. Wash the pain away whenever you need a big burst heal, but be careful not to interrupt any overloads by doing so. You can use Signet of Water as an on-demand long-range heal. It has quite a low cooldown, so feel free to constantly use it. Entering Water Attunement will also heal around you with Healing Ripple. You can combine this with Dodge to trigger Evasive Arcana to turn it into a big burst heal. Wait, hold on. Entering... Hang on a sec. I'm going to leave water for a moment. You can also use Blast to proc Area, Healing, or Relic of Caracosa with Staff Ice Spike, Staff Eruption, Staff Transmute Earth, dodging in Water Attunement due to Evasive Arcana. Hello, I see the Ellie. Hello! If not using add-ons, is there a good way of knowing how much damage you're doing and how much is enough? What's up, Dizza Daza? So if you are in the training area, which anyone has access to, you can just beat on the golem as hard as you can, and every 75% of the golem's health, it will tell you what your DPS was up until that point. So you do not have to have add-ons to do it, but the add-ons do give you more information. Chip where? Not in here. I think he's asleep in the living room somewhere. Okay. So, let's see. CC. Gust on staff. Air. Okay, hold on. What was I going to check on water? Alright, so if I'm in combat, and then I go water, and then dodge. That wasn't a combo. It was just 2 bursts of healing. Okay. I mean, it is a lot. So, yeah, it's a fat heal and a condition cleanse when you dodge while in water. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's go up here. So, the rotation's pretty simple. And I do mean rotation. It looks like that hasn't changed from the last time I played Tempest. Alright, so... Overload Fire. And then Earth Eruption. And then this... And then do that. And overload water. And then earth eruption. And then lava font. And then fire again. And do this. Hold on, is this one a, no, that's a combo field, okay. Now, I was wondering if that was a blast finisher also. Alright, this is not too bad. I mean, I'm already keeping up a lot of boons here. This is not too bad at all, as far as learning goes. Earth Shout is, let's see. So we're keeping up 25 might and prot and alacrity and regen and vigor and swiftness, and they're like capped too. Like there is so much leeway. Like earlier we played heal, alac, vindicator, and keeping fury up. Fury and prot were like right at the line, so it's like if someone moved out of range for a second, they would fall off. Like this is generous. Earth Shout is bot, a blast finisher, and an aura giver. Wait, who in the what now? Hang on a sec. Earth Shout. What Earth Shout? Huh? What are we talking about? What's the DPS count? Oh man, this is a heal build. That's the 2K. Aftershock? Oh, I was using Eye of the Storm. Yeah, and so Aftershock is for Aegis, yeah. Where's this build posted? It's on Snowcrows. I'll give you a link, hang on. That's the one I'm looking at right now. I think Aheel Mirage might have been one of my new favorite builds. It's just so much fun to me. It does have some stupid HPS, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. Adjust self. Or, no, wait. Adjust environment. Toggle pulsing damage. Let's do moderately threatening. Alright. And let's wait a moment for our attunement. Alright. Yeah, definitely there's a period of time at the beginning where there's, you know, basically no healing because of we are trying to build up the might stacks. Now, we were okay, but, you know, it is a thing. And Soothing Mist wears off a few moments before I can get back into water. We are doing it, though. So, yeah, with our 16k health, we are successfully keeping up the boons and pretty comfortably healing through a moderate damage field at the same time. It's not too bad. Okay, not too bad. And just wash the pain away here. Let's just double check. So, overload fire, yeah. Eruption, windborne speed. Ice spike, overload water, ice spike, frozen ground. Eruption in lava font, and then back to it. Yeah, okay, got it. Got it. Let's see. And all that while doing the crazy 2.5k damage. Yeah, it is a heal build. It is a heal build. Remember to summon your Ice Elemental? About that. Glyph of Elemental, if memory serves, it doesn't start cooling down until after this thing dies, right? You can't keep it out the whole time. So, you know, it's... like, I don't know, like, when I should have it out, because you can't, like, have it always out. I think the cast moves pretty fast when memory serves. If you use Feel the Burn, you heal and apply regen right at the beginning of the fight. Okay. Yeah, right you are. So I should open with Feel the Burn while I'm stacking the might stuff. Got it. Okie dokie. Not too bad. What happens when you're taking a lot of damage at the start? I mean, watch the pain away? Let's see. Just environment. Extreme. Alright. Let's see what happens. You die. Or at least I die. So, the opening of the fight is, your fire attunement. You overload fire, which is a long cast time to get might up. Then you go to earth to get prod up. Then you go to air in order to get swiftness up. Then you go to water and start building up bigger healing. And we have, like, only 16k health. Nice Ellie rotation. Yep. But I will say there's no fights in the game that hit that hard at the beginning. Probably best in group fights. Well, of course, yeah, it's a healer. Of course it's best in group fights. You wouldn't do this when you're solo anywhere. Okay. Let's see, what were the other big heal things? Increased duration of suns and days. Hang on, I'm looking at options here. Signet of Water. Wash the pain away. Crashing Waves. Healing Ripple. Dodge to trigger base Arcana. Alright, let's see. Just environment, turn this off. Moderate. Try the Elite Shout. Talk about rebound? I mean, it's an option. Hang on, is there any mention of it in here? They talk about other things? Control F. Rebound. Rebound is not mentioned in this guide anywhere. So that means that Snowcrow says you should never use rebound. Alright. Oh, I messed up there. Little mistake there. It's alright. We're okay, though. Okay. Let's see. Why does it say to overload water? What? Why does it say to overload water? I mean, isn't that one of, like, the biggest heals of the build? Let's see. Yeah, you're basically using overload fire and water for most of your boons. This particular build does not ever overload earth or air. Let's see. Rebound is good for some specific mechanics of the fight, but elementalist normally feels better to me. Yeah, so like when the element runs out, it starts the cooldown, so you cannot have it out 100% of the time. So you have to like choose when you're going to have it out. Because like you summon it, and then, you know, it's there helping you for a while, but then it's going to be gone for a while. Which always feels difficult to choose when to use it for me. Need a better bunk. Which one just screams Avatar to me? Whoa, tentacles. That's a bit over the top. Oh, there we go. The Samurag Spear. Yo, would you chill? Stop. There we go. Ugh, I'm in combat. Respawn? Alright. Boop. Okay. And then, let's see. What were the CC things? CC is air, of course. Gust. Oh, that's a skill shot. Okay, so that goes to your cursor. Static field. It says it stuns foes crossing the field. Will it stun... Does only the edge of it stun? Or will it stun if I drop it right on top of them? Only the edge. Okay. Let's see, unsteady ground. Okay. Static field in Earth 4 was changed. They CC break bars if you drop it on top of them. Oh, did they? Okay. Alright. It's your biggest heal, but why use your biggest heal on cooldown? Use it when needed. If you use it, it goes on a 20-second cooldown. I'm not sure, because I am noticing if I overload water and leave water, by the time I can go back to water, Soothing Mist has worn off for a few seconds. Unless I'm just not doing it quite fast enough. Can you test it on the golem? Yeah, it'll take some setup, but yeah, I can. Remove, just, Defiance bar, average, spawn. Okay, that worked on cast. Okay, they both work right on top of it. Alright. They both work right on top of it. Watch the pain away as an emergency heal. Yes, watch the pain away as an emergency heal no matter what element you're in. Yes. Okay. So we just have a little bit of CC, unless we bring, like, Lightning Hammer or something like that. Only 1 stack of stability with a 30-second cooldown. Everybody gets 1. If I want to bring Aegis, I have to give up Battle Res, which is an option. 3, actually. Oh, wait, Transmute Earth. Hold on. There we go. That's 2 more stacks. But that requires you to be in Earth to do that. Okay. Alright. I think I get the basics. A bit uncomfortable having only 16k health. This guy's a Jade bot, right? Good God, that's with a Jade bot. Freaking wet one-ply toilet paper armor. Oh my God. He got this armor out of a gas station bathroom. Alright. 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 Let's see how it goes. Plus chip, sure. Practice downstate rotation. Oh man, if it gets that far. NA or EU? I'm on NA. Okay. Overload Earth does it too. Yeah, but to overload Earth... Okay, to overload Earth, I have to already be in Earth for a few seconds, and we're never that. Like, every time we go into Earth, we're just dropping the 2 and then leaving it with this build. Alright. I'm gonna go do strikes. Who wants to get healed by the best heal elementalist or auramancer tempest on NA? I'm the only one. There's no others. All right. Let's see. And strikes reset in 1 minute, so we get some new ones.
You the man.
Yes, I am. Thank you. Better recognize. Appreciate that, Bart. Muck, you see why I wanted a stat set with vitality? Yes. Honestly, probably do it. Like, Harriers gives power, healing power, concentration. The power, I mean, even with the power, we're doing less than 2k DPS. Best Muck in all of Tyria. That's right. Pay to win crowns. Yeah, Blue, apparently the crown is, like, number of chats, and also, like you know, what is it called? Like, membership, super chats, YouTube monies. Alright, let's do this. Customize, giver. Apply that to the armor. Okay. Alright, so our toughness just went way up. I usually do fire overload, overload. Water, air, earth overload, water, fire. So you dip into water... Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're using fire and earth overloads to keep up boons, and you're dipping into water for soothing mists and stuff. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I'm just copying this build here. I don't know that there's a... Let's see. Rujani, you're the one who was like yelling for me to play this the most. Which overloads do you do? What's the effect that appears behind your character when you unsheath? Oh, that's from the legendary light robe. It does that. What do you mean, What do you overload? I like the effect of the, like, gathering fire in his hand. It looks nice. I play Dagger Warhorn, not Staff. It's a little different. Fire overload regularly, earth if needed, water for emergency, air for fun. Air for fun? Air for fun. Okay. Let's see. It's your build suggestion, I'll quick DPS. Okay. Do we have anyone else that's in this group, this squad, that can do a lack or quick for the other group? Revive says quick DPS. Okay. I can A heal says win. Okay. Alright, we need one more pure DPS. Twitch or YouTube chat. Not you kick chat, you know what you did. Alright. There's a link to join the squad in the chat. We got room for one more if anyone else wants to join us. Doing the daily strikes, which just reset. So 3 and 5. Trying to learn more of my moves. There's a lot of them. Okay. Alright. Let's see. What? I think the daily is going to be Febe today. Because I think it was Blue Ogre earlier. Daily strike. Harvest Temple. Temple of... Oh my god, Harvest Temple. First time Ellie. Let's go. Alright. Temple of Febe.
So, a short story time. For the last
Let's
4
go.
years I've been doing the psychiatry residency to become a specialist.
Oh god.
I'm absolutely overjoyed to share with you all that last week I got the last exam result and, chat and muck, I did
You're
it.
pregnant.
From
Oh.
September 1st onwards, I'll be a gosh darned mucking psychiatrist MuklukYoutube.
That is a horrifying thought. Do you give discounts for the community in the lab? I think a lot of us could use one. Congratulations. If you're happy, I'm happy, Plague. All right, chat. We got mental checkup discounts now available in the Muck Union. Nice. All right. Here we go. Muck Labs with healthcare. That's right. Oh, I've got the perfect glider on this character. Look at this. Alright, dusting off the Ellie after like 6 months. Alright,
Mate Egan raided my stream with 60
Oh
viewers.
no, he's gonna see my shame. I am playing Ellie for the first time in 6 months, Mate Egan. Don't judge me! Or do, you know, do what you're gonna do. Let's see, do that, and that. Trying to wash the pain away on that guy, but he is running. That guy is chasing death. I will use my Signet of Renewal on him. Because he's in Timbuktu right now. Overload water. Oh! It doesn't matter. We just gotta get the 2 side ones. Okay. Alright, and then we go Earth 2, Air 4, Water 2. And then water overload. And then 2, 4, F4, 2, F1, 2. And F1. And I'll watch the pain away because one guy's low. F3, 4, F2, 2. Overload water again. And just manually res this guy. Watch the pain away, because there was a big hit when we weren't in water. Waiting for people to group up again. Overload water. And he wants us to CC, and as an elementalist, I look at him and say, that's a damn shame. Back to fire. And we are going to be moving out of the fire field here, so... Rip. Trying to drop that clone off behind us a bit. I can freeze the ground to slow those things down, I guess. That overload water happened to just line up really well there. Watch the pain away for this guy who's standing in the hitbox and getting hit by every single tick of the firewall as it moves around the room. That was dedication. They're testing you? I'm here for it! Ow. Oh! That hurt. Let's do Earth AoE res. That gets up to 3 people. But he stayed in the hitbox and he's dead again. I did the thing! Yeah, I totally admit I stood in a bad there. That's on me. I'm having to stare at my hotbar too much for this class. That was a me thing. However, 5 other people also stood in the bad. That's on them. Get ready to CC. Oh my god. This is actually a little rough right now. Okay, okay. Actually had a slightly rough time stabilizing there. Okay. Alright, we did it. Not even close. I know a million small things I could have done better there, but that was the first fight. Time for the easy strike? Yeah, time for the easy one, for sure. Thank you again, Madigan. Tempest Healer Staff. Yeah, the build I'm currently trying is, this one. I'm linking it in the chat right now if you're interested. It's a Heal-a-Lac Tempest with a staff, and it's Auramancer. Yeah, yeah, we got through it, but there was a million small things I could have done better. My biggest mistake was when I got hit by that one thing that one-shot me to downstate, and then wasn't available to help recover the other people that went downstate. Any reason to not staff 5 while waiting for water overload? I don't think so. You're talking about Healing Rain. And yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.